Hey everyone, Ian here. Something really cool happened today. I received a package in the mail from one of my very, very, very best friends from high school by the name of Daniel. So shout out to you, Daniel. He reached out to me about a month ago, and he said he had a bunch of old Star Wars toys, and he wanted to know if I wanted them. And I was like, heck yeah. So through some trials and tribulations, including the package getting sent once, but the name on it that he put was like an inside joke that wasn't my actual name. And I don't know if UPS or someone here at the property who got the mail was like, I don't know who this person is, and sent it back. But that happened. But it finally arrived, and I wanted to unbox it for everybody because I am very excited. I am I've been trying to keep, Dan, if you're watching this, I've been trying to keep it cool on our chat, so as to not be weird. But I have been checking the tracking on this basically every 6 hours since he sent out this second package, the second attempt. So I have been looking forward to it so much. So I'm gonna unbox it for you guys. I'm very excited. So first thing that was shocking when I went to go pick up the package is it was not a small package. That's a big box. That is a big box. And a big Target logo on it. It's a Target box. And yeah, so Daniel, let's get this open. Alright. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm already seeing some of what's in here, and oh my gosh. Okay, you guys. So, I already knew what, the theme. He sent me a kind of a picture of the things in a pile. So what they are, I'm so excited, are original, Star Wars Episode 1 figures. And I believe he said that they had been in his attic or something. And he knew that if they came here, they would have a great home, which they will. So let's look. So right off the bat, we've got this is so awesome. We've got Chancellor Valorum with a ceremonial staff. Look at that, with a staff. Look at that. And this is part of that line for anyone that was into Star Wars figures right around that time. They had this receiver thing that you could put these little contact chips on, and it would speak lines of dialogue from the movie. And it was very cool when you're 10 years old or 9 years old, and it was the thing you want. And I couldn't afford it back then, but guess what? I got them now. Very excited. We'll unbox some of these later. Oh, and yeah, these are all coming out of the box. And gonna get stood up on my screens. He did. Here we go. This is some Episode 3 M&M minis with an Anakin right up top, a little topper. Dan did warn me I probably shouldn't eat these M&M minis, given that they are from 2005. 2005. So these are 14-year-old M&Ms, so probably not good. It says Star Wars mix, which side of the Force is in your tube? Which side of the Force is in your tube? Alright, let's grab a random next box. Oh, man. Oh, this is so good. Okay, so this is the Powers of the Force line. If I'm remembering correctly, this was the line that came out the year after Episode 1 hit theaters. And it was their, like, you know, because they had used these boxes for their Episode 1, like, branding right off the gate. And then the Powers of the Jedi were their second line. So this one, it's R2-D2, and it says Naboo Escape. So you can kind of see he's got a few, like, burn marks on the side. Looks like he does have wheels. And it does come with a Jedi Force file. 8 info-packed pages inside. You know what? We're going to open this one up. These toys have been begging to be played with. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. So it's got, you know, it's a pretty standard R2-D2 figure. It's got a couple points of articulation. So it's got the 2 arms that go back. So you can put him in proper, you know, standing sort of format. Let's see if I can get a close up on that. Getting focus. Alright. Yeah, whatever. And his head swivels. And he's also got some wheels so he can, you know, move. And let's check out this Jedi Force file. Looks like, oh man, I love these sorts of things where it has like his statistics, you know, those sorts of things. A lot of the toys of this era had that sort of stuff. Oh, it has a form to join the Star Wars Quest Jedi Quest Club. I wonder if that's still a thing. I'm guessing it's probably not, given that this toy is almost 2 decades old. Let's see. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, so 19 years old. That's amazing. Okay, let's keep going. I gotta speed through this. There's so many of these. Oh, here's another Star Wars M&M minis, but this one's got Obi-Wan. Oh, you can make them fight. You know, that scene in Episode 3 really wouldn't have the same weight if you knew that their lower parts were just M&Ms. Or maybe it would be more impressive. I don't know. Okay, next up, we got another one of the Power of the Force ones. Now, one thing that's really weird about these Power of the Force ones, and I've seen, I watch a lot of videos about people talking about Star Wars action figures, and this line is kind of often maligned because it's got very little points of articulation, and it's made it this, like, very difficult to pose. I mean, the Star Wars figures always, you know, famously only have, like, usually like the 4, sometimes 5 points of articulation of the arms and the legs. So they're, like, always really stiff. They're not like G.I. Joes. But this line in particular, had very so this is Leia, and she's got like a cape that can kind of snap on like that. It's a hard plastic cape, but you know, it doesn't look too bad. And then her skirt comes off too, so then she can just be like in a bodysuit. Yeah, and then she's packing some guns. So that's nice. I've owned a couple of these figures before, and they've got very weak ankles, so they don't really stand up very well. But I you know, it's from a very specific point in time, and I love these figures so much. I actually like these better than the current figures. Like, I have a Leia that came out right after Rogue One. They did a line, and they had like very tiny. They were very small and thin, and does not stand up on her own. So that one does. So that's a good. Plus, you know, who doesn't like removable skirts on action figures? All right, let's. Oh boy. Okay, so what we got here. I'm gonna try and be cool, guys. We have the speeder. This is from Attack of the Clones. When they're you know, going through and trying to get the shapeshifter whose name I'm suddenly blanking on. This is great because I already own a bunch of Attack of the Clones figures because I own the guy who tries to sell him death sticks, Elon Slumbagano. I own that action figure, as well as a couple of other weird Attack of the Clones figures. Oh, look, and it's got with blast-off panels. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, you can crash it, and then the panels come off. We're definitely... Oh, Zam Wessel. That's the name of the shapeshifter bounty hunter. That, for some reason, Boba Fett sends to try and kill Amidala, but, like, then just kills her. So, like, you go, like, well, if Jango Fett was doing that... Sorry, I said Boba earlier. If Jango Fett was doing that, like, why didn't Jango Fett just, like, you know, do the hit himself? You know, I'm starting to think that those movies don't all add up, guys. I've been thinking about it. I'm not so sure. Alright. We're already at 9 minutes. Okay, here, this is a big... Oh boy, look at this. What we've got here, folks, is the Queen Amidala Red Senate Gown 1999 Portrait Edition. It's you know, if you knew anyone who collected Barbies, they did these big box like collector things. For Barbies, where they would like release a special edition every year, and they were like collector, you know, pretty collector friendly. And this is clearly doing that as well. It even says for adult collectors. It's not a toy, but you know. Oh, and it's got this beautiful fold out. Oh, look at that gown. Oh man, I am definitely. Oh, and it's got some more artwork on the side here. Oh, this is so great. It does include the doll stand. It does mention that on here, and it says it does to maintain authenticity and avoid damaging fragile components. It is encouraged that the costume and accessories not be removed from the doll. Do not play with this, they say. I'm totally gonna take it out and play with it. Oh, and to go with that, the perfect companion piece for the 12-inch Queen Amidala is a 12-inch Emperor Palpatine. I don't recognize this line. This is a Kenner line, so this is the line before Episode 1. So, like, by the time they got to Episode 1, I believe they had switched everything over to Hasbro. Yeah. So by the time they got to Episode 1, everything had... Because Hasbro bought Kenner, but Kenner had a whole bunch of Star Wars lines in the 90s, including those, like, weird... have you ever saw... I think they're called... It's not Powers of the Force. I can't remember. But it's this line where they're, like, really super jacked up. And they're very odd. So this is still from the old Kenner line. You can kind of tell from the way the logo is. It's got that like shiny mark down the middle of Wars. Makes it look a little older. Anyway, this is all dorky stuff that I've only caught on because I watch a lot of videos about toys. So it says fully posable. And it does look like it's a cloth. He's got a cloth cape. Oh yeah, this is coming up. I love the, on the back of these toys that always say like the other toys in that line. The other toys in this line include Luke Skywalker in Jedi gear. Makes sense. You have an Emperor Palpatine. You expect to have a Luke Skywalker. Chewbacca in chains. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, especially because, it's the Star Wars Action Collection. Great idea. Great idea. And then the fourth option is Barking to Anne, which is one of the Cantina Band guys. I'm not gonna lie, I think I have to go find a 12-inch Barking to Anne figure to go with my action collection Emperor Palpatine. Oh man. Yeah, it's that old 12-inch like G.I. Joe style, but he's got like full cloth. He's got a lot of cloth clothes. We're gonna take a little peek underneath, and he has no genitals. I don't know. I wasn't expecting him to have genitals. I mean, he is a doll after all. The hands are made out of a very soft rubbery plastic. That's odd. The face though, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, they've gotten a lot better recently, if you've seen any of the more recent figures, obviously. And he's got his cane. I'm not going to bother taking him all out of this right now. I'll do a shot with everything out of the box after. Oh my god, there's still so much in here. And we're at 14 minutes. Okay, I'm going to try speeding through these. Oh, yes! Oh my god. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh, I hope this works. Okay, this is that CommTech device I was mentioning that works with these audio chips. So we'll try it out a little later to make sure it works. What's really funny about this, so the design of this, and if you can kind of see the look of that was actually the prop. It became kind of infamous because the prop that they used was just a lady's razor. It's just a lady's razor that they painted blue. It's a real thing. It's I'll see if I can put up a picture right now. But all right, okay. We're gonna grab a couple of these all at once. Okay, we got more Star Wars M&M minis, but with C-3PO looking very big-headed. Ooh! Oh, this is actually like legit. I do not have a Darth Maul figure at all, and I want one. And this is fucking awesome. I do love this line. I really do. I played a lot with these, even though I didn't have any. I had friends that had them. So that's a really awesome one, and it comes with that comm chip. Okay, I have a thing with, like, the more obscure Star Wars figures. Those are my favorite things in the world. Ki-Adi-Mundi, who is one of the Jedi Council, that, I think, fits the bill. Definitely one of those characters you've seen, but you're like, I don't know his name. He's the Conehead guy. The Conehead guy. It's fantastic. Right up there with Chancellor Valorum. As, like, really obscure characters for people who watch the movies too much. Oh, look, a C-3PO, a naked C-3PO. Got a naked C-3PO. Also with the CommTech. Oh, okay, Odie Mandrell with his Utka 222 pit droid. I believe he is one of the pod racers that fights against Anakin and all the rest of them. That sequence in the movie that's like 3/4 of that movie? That's what it feels like every time I watch that movie. Oh, we have a couple. Here's one that came out of the package of the M&M things. I don't know how they work, but it's got a little Yoda on there, looking cool. I don't know what this why he's got a little up claw. That's cool. Oh, here's a Queen Amidala in her like cool Scout Naboo outfit. Oh my god, there's still so many. This is like Christmas times 12. Oh, I'm playing it cool, guys. Playing it cool. Oh, look at that! Qui-Gon! With those comm chips. I'm so excited to try these comm chips. I never had one of these as a kid. I wanted one so bad, and now I do. It's gonna be amazing. Okay. Boss Nass. I'm very excited about this. Oh, I love, oh man, these are like such like beautiful little snapshots into the history. Anyone who like has like reads anything about Star Wars toys, there's a huge crash of Star Wars toys after Episode 1 because Episode 1 they like filled the aisles with like tons and tons of toys, and like they had a whole system, Hasbro had a system where if you wanted to buy like a bunch of Darth Vaders, then you also had to buy like a bunch of Ki-Adi-Mundis, right? And then there were like stores were left with these huge stocks of the like characters nobody wants, and it caused this like huge crash, especially because there wasn't another movie for 3 years. And one thing you can really tell is I love these price tags. Like, they're little markers of history and little markers of that story. So like right here you can see when a figure came out, it was $7.99. This was 1998 actually. It was when this series was released. $7.99, and then Dan got this for $1.99 at KB Toys. Oh, look at that plastic. Like, the plastic's all sun damage. Oh, I can't. I mean, it doesn't matter because I'm going to take it out of the package. But Boss Nass is this is so great. Oh look, I didn't notice you can register your proof of purchase with Hasbro and you get 10 Jedi Master points. I'm gonna have so many Jedi Master points after this. I'm so excited. Oh, here's a battle droid. Looks like his head fell off. I bet we can fix that. With a blaster rifle. Another one of those Comtech chips. Probably just saying Roger, Roger. I'm guessing. If I know anything from seeing the movies, this is basically like an entire Episode 1 set. I'm gonna have to look into that. This might be a whole set, or at least close to it. Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Duel. So this is the Duel of Fates Obi-Wan. Yeah, that's really good. Oh my god, there's... Oh boy! Oh man, okay, this is definitely one of the lines I was thinking of. So this line, the Power of the Force line, maybe it was this one that had the super buff, because look at Lando. Lando, you guys, is ripped. Look at him. Look at that barrel chest on there. Look at that is impressive. That body. And also, I love the little pack-in with this. Is it comes with a single frame to project, and it says actual movie scenes to see and project. Works with standard slide projector. This is 1997. Were people still using slide projectors a lot? I guess so, maybe. I wasn't, but I was also 6. There's still 2 more. Oh, another Obi-Wan Kenobi, but technically this is a different Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's be clear. These are 2 separate Obi-Wan Kenobis. I know they look alike, but they're not. This one is before he's a Jedi Knight, and this one is after he's a Jedi Knight. They're totally different figures. You need to have both of them for your collection because they're 2 very different figures. Yeah, see? Can't you tell? because this one says new, and that one doesn't. Very different figures. Yeah, the Star Wars line is notorious for releasing essentially the same figure. I think this one, he's got a cloth cape on the newer one. Oh, and he comes with a communicator, whereas the old one, he just has his lightsaber. But, I mean, yeah, they look like the same mold. Oh, this one, the hair is actually, it's got like a fiber hair, as opposed to this one, which is got a hard plastic penis hair. So, yeah, that's amazing. This is so good. Oh, here's an Emperor. Another Emperor Palpatine with a walking stick. The most important of accessories. This one's already kind of fallen apart open, so let's take him out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff, folks. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Here's what I love. So he's like, it's very much more clearly based on like the first movie design. Come on, focus. Okay, well, you can kind of see it's got the more yellowish tint around the eyes, which reminds me more of the that first movie version where his like face is all weird, which I love. But here's what's crazy. So he's got big billowy robes on, and they're like plastic robes, and they can't come off, and a hood. But what I love is that instead of having feet, he's just got this like big mass of robed material that you can put him on a stand with. That's so great. Okay, there are still more figures. We're a half an hour into this. The only people watching this are Dan. Let's see, we got another Darth Maul, this time with a removable blade. I think... Oh, yeah, and he's got a cloth cape, or cloth skirt here. But only on the bottom part. That's odd, but it looks like the same... Oh, it's a totally different paint job, too. That's odd. That is a weird, That's weird. But it's totally new. You need both of them, guys. It's great. Okay, here's a couple backs. Oh, here's another Qui-Gon. Somewhere in this pile of amazing figures, there's the other Qui-Gon. But as we've seen, they're the same. They're the same. Okay. Oh, here's another Power of the Force. Oh, this is actually really amazing. It's Leia, but it's in her at the very end of Return of the Jedi when she's with the Ewoks and she's like they're celebrating. And it also comes with another one of those little slides, so that's kind of neat. It's nifty. And on the back, it's got a nice big picture of Carrie Fisher. Love her. Ooh, this is actually pretty cool. Adi Gallia. I believe she's another member of the Jedi Council. I could be wrong. And Adi Gallia's Comtech chip lines are: the Sith should not be ignored. The power of the dark side is growing, I fear. There is more to this conflict than meets the eye. Very nice. This chip interacts with Jedi. I don't know what that means. But it's cool. Jeez, there's still so much more. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is... I don't know this... Okay, Micro Machines. They did a whole line of figures. I had one of these. I had a Millennium Falcon, one of these. I don't have it anymore. But this is a X-Wing Starfighter, and I won't take it out of the package right now, but you can see there's a little Luke and a little R2 that you pop in there, and it's a micro machine. It's a very small machine, folks. Alright, we're getting down to the bottom of the box. Oh boy. And there's some treats in here. Let me tell you, folks. Alright. We've got the classic Jar Jar Binks with Gungan Battle Staff. I own a Jar Jar Binks figure, but the thing with my figure is it doesn't come with a battle staff, first of all. Also, mine, if you twist his arm up, his tongue comes out. So that's gross. And it also comes with a Comtech chip that you can promptly throw away because the Comtech chip lines are Misa called Jar Jar Binks. Gungans no like an outsiders. Whoa, you guy's bombad. So, you know, there's that. Oh boy. A third Darth Maul. This is his Tatooine form. So he's only got the one-sided lightsaber, which is weird, because I think when they fought on Tatooine, he had both blades. I might be remembering that wrong. It's been a while since I've watched episode 1. Normally when I do my watch-throughs of the movies now, I just watch the cobbled-together version of all 3 of the prequels, because I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I'm a huge fan, but the prequels are kind of hard to get through sometimes. But one thing that's interesting on this, you can see he's got like this vinyl, looks like it's a vinyl like coat on. If you remember that scene when they fight in the desert, he's got this like big billowy cloak on. It's cool. Oh boy, and everyone's favorite young Anakin Skywalker as a Naboo pilot. He's probably gonna, I bet his lines are something creepy towards the princess. That's my guess. If I know anything about Star Wars, and I do know a thing or two about Star Wars. And then finally, to round it out, we got a couple more that kind of fell out of their packages. We have another one of those M&M mix things. And it's got a Death Star that has a little TIE fighter that goes around. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute, folks? And you can eat your M&M minis to your... You could also put pills in here, I guess. They probably don't advertise that. And then we got a... I don't know if this is the one. One of the... Oh, here we go. Here it was. Here's the backing for it. For a Captain Tarpalis, which is one of the Gungan captains. And there is a little Comtech chip. Here's a little... You can kind of see the Comtech chips a little better. It was nice because it worked as a stand. So you see it's got the little point for you to put your figure on. And then also it slots right onto that communicator device. And that's really cool. And then lastly... But not leastly, the figure that I do own one of, and I'm so glad to have another, because I actually don't know where this one is right now. It is Jar Jar with his tongue hanging out, and it comes with this little droid. Does the droid come undone? Oh no! See, in the movie, he like bops the droid on his figure on the nose, and it curls up like this, but this one does not come undone. But then I believe... Oh wow, look at that. This one's actually got some pretty decent articulation. Oh, this one, the tongue does not... I'm sorry. I thought this one, the tongue came in and out. It does not. This one, the only option is for the tongue out. So, you know... Oh, yeah. Hello! Just yelling at you. That is, gross. and amazing. So, and speaking of amazing, thank you, Dan. These are all going to be very well loved. I'm gonna take everything out of the boxes. I'm gonna see if that Comtech thing works, and I'll do a quick shot of everything out of its boxes.